So guys, I think I might have found my favorite new global event. Now, Golden Bullet will always be number one, but I have a really close second. And if we look at it, it's this one right here, the reanimated event. And that is because of how this works. If you don't know, you actually get some headshot damage bonus on enemies when you hit headshots, and you'll start to see those high crazy numbers. And with this build, you can run through content so quick, so fast, as you're seeing here, that it's going to allow you to get stars very fast, very efficient, and allow you to use those stars at the global event vendor. And I've been having a blast with it. Now, I will tell you, this build has been improved since I posted it. The video right before this actually had this build, but not as good. And it was because I was missing the backpack and I was missing a better Desert Eagle. So I took the time. I actually found a better backpack. I am missing one roll on the backpack, so this build can get a little bit better. But overall, if you're playing the global event, you're gonna just fly through content. And what's even crazier about it is, remember, every time you level up, you get 1 star. So that means if you can get through content very fast, that means you get stars faster, and you can use those stars for named items, exotic caches, whatever you would like. But this build on this global event has made this global event one of my favorite, as you guys are seeing. It's just so much fun. I haven't had this much fun playing a global event since playing Golden Bullet. This thing is crazy. Yeah, Golden Bullet is number one, but hey, this one is up there, especially with builds like this. It's so quick, so fast, so efficient. All you gotta do is hit the target, move along, hit the target, move along. It's a lot of fun. And you're seeing it, what, 29 million, 35 million, crazy numbers. Again, like I said, remember the global event's giving us a buff on headshot damage, but remember, you will still hit very hard even with the global event not active. So once this global event goes away, this build will still work for anybody who is watching this video after the global event. But hey, we still have 1 whole week before it's even over. I'm gonna show you one more control point of how this build works in action, so that way you guys can see it. And then I'll do a full build breakdown for you guys, so that way you guys can see the changes that I made in the build and why I'm having a blast playing this global event. Remember, if you guys wanna watch me live, we've been streaming over on Twitch, mainly, sometimes on Kick, but mainly on Twitch, twitch.tv/nothingbuskills. So if you want to catch me live, that is the best place to catch me. And hey, join our Discord, because our Discord gives you notifications when I do go live, and that way you don't miss it, and you can ask me all the questions during my live stream, because that's the best time to ask those questions, because I can read them and answer them on the spot. But did you guys see the kill before that one? It was 48 million. Let's see if we can hit another 48. We got 21, 28 right there, 28. Trying to see if we can get a high number. Oh, it's hard to see with all. That's crazy. 25. I just can't see. There's too many green numbers. Oh, I saw 43 million. But yeah, you guys see the build. You guys see what we're doing. Let's get into it. So for the build, we start off with the Desert Eagle, the D50. Look at this bad boy. We have 10% weapon damage on here because we did level it up to 10 expertise. I didn't want to level up any higher than that, because I feel like 10 is a solid number for most of you guys to see, hey, this build can work even at lower levels. We have pistol damage, we have damage to armor. Now this was very hard to get, because remember, you're always going to get pistol damage. Then you need to make sure that you get either damage to armor, damage chucks out of cover, or you want the talent determined. I was running with one exactly like this, but actually had headshot damage, and it worked fine. But if you want to maximize that damage to armor or damage chucks out of cover is going to be your best bet. Now we have determined on here. After killing an enemy with the headshot, your next headshot landed on any enemy will be a guaranteed headshot. That's why this setup works so well. You can see we just like run through content so quick. Now we are running a 5% headshot damage that gives us negative 20% optimal range, but don't worry about it. You won't even feel the difference. So yeah, we were running a 4-piece Hunter's Fury. Now remember, the reason why we're running this isn't because of 2-piece, because 2-piece is shotgun SMG damage. Isn't because of the 3-piece, the armor and kill. It's because what Apex Predator does. Enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%. Now, killing a debuff enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds. Now, this can stack up, so that could be additional 25% amplified damage. So that's why this build works so good, especially if you can chain those kills together. We have weapon damage on here. We have headshot damage, and then we have a headshot damage mod. Ideally, you're gonna want weapon damage and headshot damage on all the pieces. For the chest piece, you might have seen this before, Chain Killer. 5% weapon damage. We have weapon damage, headshot damage, critical hit chance. You give a weapon handling if you want, and then headshot damage mod. Now, what does Perfect Headhunter do? Well, after killing an enemy with the headshot, your next weapon hit within 30 seconds deals additional 150% of that killing blow's damage. Now, if your headshot damage is above 150%, well, the damage is raised to 1,250% versus 800%. Again, we're running a 4-piece Hunter's Fury, so on the holster we have weapon damage, headshot damage. For the knee pads, we have weapon damage, headshot damage. For the gloves, we have weapon damage, headshot damage. And then for the backpack, you guys might have seen my last video, I was running a Walker and Harris. I actually finally got a decently rolled Douglas and Harding. We have 20% pistol damage on here. We have 15% weapon damage. We have 6% crit chance. And then look, you have skill damage, which I want to have headshot damage so this build could get even stronger. So that means we could have additional 10% headshot damage on this build. And then we have 10% headshot damage mod. Now we have vigilance on here, increase total weapon damage by 25%. But if we take any damage, it will disable this buff for 4 seconds. So remember, this build can get even better with finding one that has the headshot damage rolled on there too. I'm running the Bulwark Shield, and then I pair it up with the Artificer Hive. And this is gonna help me keep my shield up. Now, what I will tell you, if you look at the stats real quick, you can see on the pistol, we are running 22% crit chance, 45% crit hit damage. And you'll notice we actually crit a little bit better than we would normally, even at 22% crit hit chance. So it's cool to see those high numbers every now and then. 205% headshot damage, plus that 6% armor damage on there. Now, if you have damage targets out of cover, that would be here versus the armor damage. You wouldn't see this here. You would just see, just depending on what you get on your D50. Head over here. This is the build, guys. This thing is an absolute monster, and it works crazy with the global event. As you guys saw, we were just getting so many stars from this, and it's been fun. So if you guys been looking for a build, this is my new go-to for this event.